I found this out. I don't know if you guys know this, but Twitter is filled with bad people. I myself just found this out. Twitter is filled with bad people, and we found out by going through Twitter that there have been a lot of bad people in history who've been on Twitter, which leads us to a new segment called Bad in History on Twitter. I've got a list of them right here. First up, Charles Manson. Charles Manson having some people over for game night. Any ideas for some group activities with the fam? Hashtag family time is my time. He's not very inventive, is he? That's his name, Charles Manson. He's got Peter Griffin. He's a family guy. Okay, I get that. But Charles Manson, the hack attack or something. I don't know, something inventive. The ringleader. I don't know. Oh, also the Wicked Witch of the West has a Amelia Earhart and I were both pioneers in aviation whose career ended similarly. She was lost at sea and I was killed by a bucket of water. Hashtag bitch got the credit. Henry VIII had a Twitter account. Do you know that? Wife is mouthing off again. Anyone know any good sword sharpeners? Hashtag first world problems. And King George III has his own. Look at this. Friggin' colonists won't pay taxes without representation. India was never like this. Hashtag new world problems. Friggin'. Yeah, because, well, he's British. They're polite. I wonder how hot it is over there. Oh, the Weather Underground has their own Twitter feed. Check this out. Just saw a Medea family funeral, and we thought we were good at making bombs. The Weather Underground's a terrorist organization. They make bombs for those on the Twitter feed. And finally, Jeffrey Dahmer has his own Twitter feed. Check it out. All I have in my fridge tonight is leftover Italians. Hashtag cooking at home. Brain freeze. And those are just some of the rotten people that we've seen on Twitter over the years. Oh, I don't know. Do we know this? It's Shark Week, right? Yeah. It better be. We have a bit. It's Shark Week this week, and in honor of Shark Week, we thought we would interview a real Carcharodon. I've seen Jaws 40 times. I still don't know that scene. A real Carcharodon carcharodus. So please welcome Dolores the shark. Come on out here, Dolores.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
How you doing? Turn to face the people. We're live streaming.
Hello, people. I love people.
Can you hold the microphone okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Thanks.
I owe Jerry $5.
Love people. A fin? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A fin.
Okay.
More
thanks.
refunds, Dolores.
Yes.
So tell me, how do you celebrate Shark Week, Dolores?
Shark Week. We celebrate it like people celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh.
You get together with your family and you eat too much.
Mm. So do you have any family here in Los Angeles?
I do. I have a cousin. His name's Bruce. He works over at Universal.
Oh.
Part of the Amity Island bit.
Oh, the Amity. Oh, do you mean from the movie Jaws?
Yeah, Jaws. You know Jaws.
Sure.
And speaking of Jaws, Joe,
Yeah.
you're gonna need a bigger audience. Fortunately, I brought some chum.
You brought some. Oh, okay.
And everybody likes it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good
Enjoy.
thinking. So did you work on that movie?
I did sign up for that movie, but it was a colossal waste of time.
Oh yeah. Oh, so wait. Was that you in the opening where you killed the girl?
No,
Okay.
that was shark number 2.
Oh, okay. Did you take out Robert Shaw?
Oh, that was shark number 3.
Okay.
I just want to set something straight for the record. It took the work of 3 male sharks to do the work of 1 female shark. Just saying.
That's terrible. So have you done any other movies or TV shows, Dolores?
Well, you may recognize me from TV. I was on that hit show, Real Housewives of the Atlantic.
I'm afraid I've missed it. So what do you do for fun, Dolores?
I like to swim around. I travel the world. I visit new countries, and I try the local food.
Oh, okay. Well, where's your favorite place to eat?
Oh, my favorite is Australia.
Oh, yeah?
People come from all over the world to surf, It's like a global smorgasbord.
Okay. Are there places you don't like to eat?
Oh, I won't go back to the Boston Harbor.
Why not Boston?
Oh, those Boston people are wicked salty.
Ah. Well, gee, have you tried the West Coast, like Portland?
Oh, Portland. Nope, too snobby.
Okay. Seattle?
Too rich for my blood.
San Francisco?
Too cold.
Oh, what about here in LA? Have you eaten people in Los Angeles?
Oh, a shark could starve here. You people are too skinny. No meat on those bones. Eat something.
Thank you. I am joking for my supper. Now, I heard a rumor that sharks actually eat dentists. Is that true?
Oh, well, not all the dentists.
Oh, yeah? Which ones?
Just the ones that are suicidal.
Oh, that's thoughtful. Oh, you mentioned earlier you came here to visit family in Los Angeles. Do you have any children/kids?
Oh, don't get me started on those two.
Oh?
Shark kids are like people kids. They don't call their mother.
Oh,
And Larry, he's a disappointment.
Larry.
He moved to the Mediterranean and now he's a vegetarian with his olives and his kale and his cow. Mr. Big Shot Millennial.
Any other kids, Dolores?
Oh, there's Gloria. I worry about my Gloria. She went to the Gulf of Mexico. It's dangerous there. In the water, there's cigarette butts. There's needles. They flush meds. And there's fire. That's no place for my Gloria.
No.
No. Come home, Gloria. I forgive you.
I want to see this movie, Fire in the Gulf of Mexico. That sounds pretty horrifying.
My friends are in it. You'll love it.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about global warming?
Oh, I love global warming.
Really?
Yes, thank you, people. Thanks to global warming, I can now plan a vacation in Alaska. The water's much warmer this time of
You
year.
need baked Alaskans while you're up there?
Baked Alaska, delish. Eat dessert first.
Okay. Now, what about the garbage? I hear there's a lot of garbage in the ocean.
Oh, I appreciate the garbage
You
too.
like the garbage?
I like the garbage.
Why is that?
Oh, those plastic straws, great toothpicks.
Well, that's
Thank
thinking.
you.
That's thinking. How about that big garbage, the big plastic thing out in the
Oh, that big plastic
there's an
garbage
island
aisle.
of bottles out
It's
in
an
the,
island. It's a plastic island. It's
Yeah.
the garbage barge. That is great. It's a great floaty toy in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, well, even sharks need floaty toys, I guess.
It's fun.
So tell the people how can we follow you?
Oh, you can follow me on Finstagram. Hashtag Shark Week. Hashtag Predator. Hashtag Take a Bite Out of Life.
That sounds great. Any final words?
Well, I'd like to mention a cause that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Easter seals.
Dolores the Shark, ladies and
Thanks.
gentlemen. It's always good to learn. Next up, oh, hey, exciting news. We got a sponsor. We actually have a commercial. There's a commercial queued up. It's time for a commercial.
Hi, I'm paid celebrity spokesman Barry Hurdy. You might know me from any one of my many successful TV shows like Adopted Detectives, M is for Murder Garden, and of course, Barry Hurdy's Hairy Birdies. But today I'm here to talk to you about something far more serious. If you're over the age of 75, you've probably thought about your upcoming needs for a retirement community. And if you're like most people, you cringe at spending your final years in a boring place full of boring activities and boring people. Sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? Well, it doesn't have to be. At Shady Crest Retirement Facilities, our motto is, you've lived this long, why not live way harder and see what's up? Our fully gated property allows seniors to let loose in an environment free of all narcotics laws. We've got all the drugs you could ever want and party spaces to do them in. We've got uppers, downers, floozers, befuddlers, and even blankies. Everything you need to spend your final years in a happy stupor. Our staff of caring, formerly incarcerated dealers will be there for you all the way. From selling you Coke in the morning in exchange for your priceless heirlooms, to stuffing you full of DMT and letting you set a patio on fire. At Shady Crest, you'll be fully taken care of. Concerned that your family will drop you off in a home and quickly start pretending you don't exist? Don't worry, they definitely will. But you'll be so hopped up on fizzballs, you won't give a good goddamn. Worried that your body is giving out one bone creaking day at a time? It won't matter when you literally can't feel your bones. Plus, we have special events for all of our residents. There's the heroin knitting session every Thursday, the LSD crossword puzzle challenge, and of course, our weekly Good Molly Miss Jolly dance-a-thon. Shady Crest Retirement Facilities. Stop dying and start living. And also, you'll probably die here too.
Well, we're gonna be rolling in the dough soon, won't we? Oh, rolling in something already. Our first guest tonight is a working actor. You may have known him from the TV show Grandfathered. He is on a brand new series called Another Life, which is on Netflix right now. Please welcome AJ Rivera. How you doing, bud? Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Bring it in. Get to hold that. Get your own mic. Have a seat.
All right.
Good for you. You're working.
No,
I love you just dispense with this.
it blends in.
This is in the way. Just get rid of it. Congratulations on getting work.
Thank you.
That's a big deal for actors.
Yes, I like money. I need money.
Mm-hmm. Stanislavski, Boleslavsky, no, paying bills. That's a
Yes.
nice approach.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So let's start with your background. You were from Puerto Rico, correct?
Yes.
You were born and raised in Puerto Rico. And you
Yes.
Came here when you were
18.
18.
Well, not here. I went to Iowa.
Of course,
Yes.
as all Puerto Ricans do when they land here.
I wanted to take in the culture.
You took in something.
Yes. Porn.
Why Iowa?
They gave me the most money. I played baseball when I was in high school. I got a scholarship. It's either Florida or Iowa, and I don't trust Floridians, so I was like, all right, cool, let's go to the corn.
Even then, Florida had a reputation.
Even
didn't it?
then,
Wow.
always.
So you went to Iowa as a ball player in what Class A, rookie league? Where were you?
I went to a junior college first, and then I went to Iowa.
Okay. And then you played professionally, right?
I played semi-professionally a year after I graduated, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is hard. I'm not good at it. Let's move on.
If you're getting paid as an athlete, you've got to be reasonably good at it.
Shh, scraps, but I was average.
Let me guess, you were a catcher.
Oh yeah,
Just
80 pounds ago.
80 pounds ago?
80 pounds
Wow.
ago. Yeah.
Okay, so acting finishes, and then you study baseball finishes. You start studying acting.
Yeah, I thought, well, this baseball thing is difficult, so let's try something easy. Let's go for acting.
Let's try something with some job security.
Sure. Yeah. Then I came to LA and got my master's, and then kind of started working.
You
after that.
started just going after it.
Yeah.
So let's see. So you were doing. I know you've guest starred in a bunch of things.
Yep.
You were in Grandfathered,
Yeah.
show on Fox. What, 2 years ago?
2016. Yeah.
Okay, 3 years ago. With John Stamos.
Yes.
And the whole premise was, oh my God, I can't believe John Stamos is old enough to be a grandfather.
Basically.
That was basically it.
Yeah. They
That's
were like, we just want John there. We want to get that Midwestern, 40-year-old women market. So that's what they wanted, and that's what they got.
And this was your first regular thing on the show.
It was my first gig ever.
That was the first gig
That was
ever.
my first gig ever.
You never guest starred on anything?
Before that show, no.
Wow.
No.
No wonder.
And
Wow.
thank you. And I auditioned for the wrong part.
What?
I came in and I went to the casting director, and I was like, I don't think this is right. You called me in for a 55-year-old white man. I don't think I can pull that off. They're like, no, you need to read for the chef. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then she gave me like the sides, and I just did it.
So
and-
you hadn't prepared?
No.
Because ordinarily, when you go for an audition, you get the sides in advance. You have time to make some choices and memorize and such. And you
Yep.
had no time.
No time.
You just went for it.
Yes.
And you just thought, well, I'm playing with house money at this point, so screw it. I might as well just.
Basically, they're like, okay, so he's a Hispanic chef. And I was like, all right, do an accent. It'll work. And then in the middle of it, I planned an accent and I bailed on it because I thought it was stupid. So I was like, all right, just imitate Fez from that 70s show. It'll work out. And it did.
Fez from the 70s show,
Yeah.
who was Indian, right? Or Pakistani.
I have no idea what he was.
Okay.
He's, ethnically ambiguous.
Have you found in your years in the entertainment industry that anybody who is any shade below white,
Yes.
and they generalize?
Oh, I've gone for Jewish parts. I've gone for Armenian parts, Hispanic parts, white parts, Italians, Greeks. I don't think I look any of them. I think I look pretty Hispanic, especially with the mustache. I was like, when I have just the mustache, I'm like, that look really Hispanic.
So what do you actually get? You get auditions for those characters.
Yes.
So what do? You just
I just come in and do my thing, and then hopefully they change their minds, which is kind of what happened on the Netflix show.
which we will get to in a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you ever auditioned for like a Jewish guy and they go, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Yes.
And to which you say,
You called me in.
which is a pretty reasonable answer.
My name's AJ Rivera. It's pretty clear I'm Hispanic. I did get asked to change my name when I started.
Like to whom? To what?
AJ Rivers.
Yeah.
They're like, it's just one letter. I'm like, yeah. They're like, so you can get the white parts. Yeah.
So you can get the white parts.
Yeah. So you can get white parts.
Yeah, I mean, before we move on, this is interesting to me. I just wondering how do you manage your career? I mean, was there ever any confusion about, well, gee, maybe I should try to compromise here and there just to open up my possibilities?
Yes. When I started out, I was about 215 pounds. I'm about 245 right now. When I started, my manager was like, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to either lose 30 pounds and get abs and compete with all the hot guys, or you need to get 30 and then slimmer Hurley from Lost. So I ended up gaining the weight and then let my hair grow out so I looked weirder and then started booking. So he was right.
Isn't that strange how that works?
I got all the way to like 275. And then I was like, yeah, I can't play with my daughter. So I kind of want to just drop down. And then when I dropped down about 35 pounds, when somebody saw a picture of me, and they're like, just to make sure, don't lose too much weight. You can't have that big of a gap from season 1 to season 2.
Oh, okay.
I was
Season
like,
one and
"All right,
season
cool."
2
Of Another Life.
of Another Life.
So that's
Okay.
when they said it. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got all these odd challenges, and when did you have your first child?
In 2017.
Okay, right after Grandfather got canceled.
Yes.
Wow. Did you think, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of panic going, is this going to work?
Yeah. I went from just strictly doing acting to, all right, I need to get some odd jobs. So I did Uber. I worked for Marlboro.
Marlboro? What did you do for?
I worked for a marketing company that basically did, like, you know those people that come up to you at a bar and go, well, not this crowd necessarily, but people that come to the bar and they're like, hey, do you smoke? And if you smoke, they give you a coupon.
Okay.
I did that.
Oh, wow. That sounds
Fun.
exhilarating.
Yeah. Compared to acting, yes.
So which leads us to I want to call you also did an episode of Baskets.
I did.
That must have been cool, hanging out with that guy.
It
with
was
those
fun.
crowd.
I showed up there and it's Louis Anderson dressed as a woman, and this is season 1. Nothing had ever come out. I'm in like episode 3, and I just show up and they're like, pretend he's a woman. I was like in what sense? And like in the physical sense. So it's like, is this supposed to be like a joke that everybody's in on? And they're like, no, he's a real woman. I was like, this is gonna be a hit. This is gonna be a hit. It has to be a hit.
And Louis Anderson won an Emmy for that.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? He won Best Supporting Actor
Yeah.
for a drama series.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He
And
did
you were-
great.
Yeah, but that must have been a circus walking into that.
Yes, and then Galifianakis is great, but he's in his own world.
Well,
He's doing so many things.
Okay.
So the director's barely paying any attention to me. Louis there just chilling in full dress. There's another girl who's a comedian who doesn't talk to anybody, and then Zach is doing circles, just talking to himself, remembering his lines, and I'm going, all right, cool, I made it. This is a circus.
Yep. That's how you know you've arrived in show business.
Yeah.
So Grandfathered ends. You do odd things here and there, odd jobs. You get baskets for an episode, and then Another Life comes along,
Yep.
which is on Netflix now.
Yep.
I've watched a couple episodes already. It's
Intense.
heavy.
Yeah.
It's really intense.
Yes.
Then the premise of it is they're going out to outer space to save humanity.
An artifact lands on Earth, and it's emitting a signal that's going into a planet called Pi Canis Majoris, and then they send a team of young astronauts to go over there to make first contact. And I'm over there playing a microbiologist and a chef.
And a chef. Again, so you were chef in Grandfathered,
Yeah.
and you were a chef in this.
Yep.
How does that happen?
Look, I when I graduated college, I was like, I don't want a 9-to-5 ever. And then when I got into acting, I've only played people that do 9-to-5 jobs. This is just how it works.
Is the irony of the business.
Yeah.
So you have a supporting role. This
Yeah.
is like a real gig.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
I'm a regular.
You're a regular in this thing.
Yeah.
And you, how far? Because I would think that when they audition people to be a regular on a show, it's a big deal because they're
Yeah.
going in all the way. So how many times did you have to get called back and reread?
I read 4 times.
You read 4 times.
I read 4 times. I read the first time, and then second time I read with the director there. Third time I read with the director writer there, and then the fourth time I read with Katie Sackhoff, who's the lead.
The lead woman and the producer of it.
Yeah.
Now, with the 4th time, it was down to like you and how many people?
It was just me and somebody else.
Me, it's okay. And was it like we'll tell you tomorrow?
No, I found out a week later.
A week later.
Yeah.
How do you live for a week? Because you're going, this could be enormous, or it could be a whopping disappointment. And I know that's a common thing in the entertainment industry, but I'm just wondering how you cope with that.
I had some practice. The year before, I had in a week span. I ended up testing for 3 pilots in May of 2017, and I didn't get any of them. And I found out all 3 of them I didn't get them in the same week. And after the second one, I found out 10 minutes before I was going to a sonogram to find out the sex of now my daughter. And apparently my reaction wasn't great. My wife is never going to let it down. But the guy does the sonogram. He goes, and I really wanted a boy. And he goes, it's a girl. And I said, God damn it. The dude's face was priceless. He just, yay. My wife literally hasn't let it down. Like, she's like, it's forever. You were terrible that first
No,
day.
I don't think wives would let that go.
No, and then the next day I found out I didn't get the third one.
Oh, swell.
That shot in England for like 4 months. I was pumped up. I was like, oh.
This would be awesome.
Yeah.
But you didn't get it.
So
But-
for this one, you audition so many times. If you're lucky, you get 50 auditions a year. That's if you're lucky, and if you're decent at it, you book 6. It's a low percentage. It's worse than baseball.
It's worse than my dating life.
Fair enough. So I'm used to it. It's like I audition. Now I'm done. I take 10 minutes after every audition to go, that was good or that was bad. Why was it bad? All right, cool. Don't do that shit next time.
Okay.
Excuse me. Oh,
No,
yeah.
That's all right.
Sorry. Don't do that next time. And then I just move on. And if they call me back or if they go, you booked it. No, my wife says I don't get excited anymore just because I'm just like, eventually something will go down. I've replaced actors. Can you imagine that? You go through 4 auditions. Grandfather. I replaced somebody on Grandfather who booked it, did the pilot, and then they're like, nah, you're and then I came in.
Oh, well, I guess you don't think about that sort of thing.
No, try not to.
Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of the business, I suppose. So this show,
Mhm.
Another Life, you're out in outer space, and where did they film this?
In Toronto, Vancouver.
Vancouver. Okay, so you're up in Vancouver for how long?
I was there for 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
Yeah.
So and it's a regular thing. So you're working every week.
Yeah.
For 3.5 months, and you're post and all this. And a lot of the names of this I have not heard of. So were a lot of these people just thrilled, going, "Oh my God, look what happened. We're all on Netflix together." So it must have been a party every weekend.
For majority of them, the majority of the cast is young-ish, and
They look
they
very
haven't
young.
had. Yes, they look really young. So just imagine that you're 23 and you've been working really hard to get your dreams come true. Now they come true, and you get a lot of money on top of that. And now you're in a new city where there's parties everywhere. They're gonna party like it's 1999
So-
and they're Mormons. Yeah.
So as I know, do you any stories you can tell or no? Did anybody get arrested?
I did get a call from somebody. Obviously, I can't say
No,
who,
don't
but
say
I got
who,
a,
but-
I got a call from one of my castmates at about 12:30 at night, and they go, "Dude, I don't know where I am," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. So what happened?" He's like, "I don't know, man. Somebody just came in. They're like, dude, I like you. We have mushrooms. You want to do them with us?" And then I did them, and now I don't know where I am. I'm like, okay, cool. You have to be at work at 6 tomorrow? All right. That sounds like fun. And then he had to like pin me his location, and I had to actually go get him. Him or her.
Okay. So now, did they actually have to shoot a scene the next day?
They had to show up for press.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't It was like an interview thing, and they had to take pictures and stuff. So it wasn't like a scene. It didn't have to do any acting.
But have you seen any of that footage of the interview?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'd be quite curious myself.
Yeah.
So rock on. And did I hear correctly? This will get cheap applause. You already have a season 2 lined up?
No.
Oh,
We need everybody who's here watching. Stream it as much as you can. We usually with Netflix, you find out about 3 weeks after it's released.
and it just got released Thursday.
Yes, it
So
did.
it's been released
25th.
3 days.
Yep.
So it's called Another Life. It's on Netflix now.
Yep.
Watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah. I'll thank you. My daughter will thank you.
He's got kids. He's got a wife.
Yeah.
He's got a family
For
to
now.
support. For now. For now. Yeah. It's like the acting industry is one thing, but a kid, that's so permanent. I don't know.
Yeah. She
Anyway.
just turned 2. Thank God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for having
Rivera,
me.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Now, a word from Barry and Barry. Oop. That's not good. Mic drop. Is that still on? Good.
Can they hear my words? Okay, very good. Thank you. Anybody here want to win some prizes? All right, earlier you heard when you came in, we did collect your information for marketing purposes that we're going to sell to the Russians. Let's see. I have a copy right here of LA Nuts by none other than Joe Duncan. Now the question, Joe,
Yeah.
the autograph that this person will win, is that also comp?
The autograph, I have to pay them $5.
Got it. Okay. So either PayPal or Venmo or however you want. All right. The winner is Dawn. Dawn, I'm going to bring this to you. Dawn is our big winner of Joe's book, and she will pay Joe $5. And hashtag, yeah. Don't forget to take pictures, hashtag everything on social media, Late Night Cup of Joe, please. Instagram, Twitter, just don't tweet OJ, we learned that earlier. Facebook, all that fun stuff. And we're gonna get ready for our next guest in just a moment.
Are we ready?
We are ready.
That's it. Congratulations to all the winner. One second. I think we gotta go around this way. We go around this way? That's good. Okay, good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your next guest is a veteran musician. He's a guitarist who's been playing literally all over the world. He's played with Madonna, Huey Lewis and the News, Herbie Hancock, Andre Crouch, Leonard Cohen, just to name a few. And he's also played at a little place called the White House. His brand new CD is called Light Years Away. I knew that. See, I'm sorry. I do 9,000 things at once before a show. I'm so sorry. His brand new CD is called Light Years Away, and it's available everywhere you get music. Please welcome James Hara.
Wow, I sound impressive. How's it going? Is this on? Oh, there we are. Yeah. I'm on. This is a song about learning how to meditate. I found a spot on the path next to Redwood Tree. Well, maybe it's here I'll find the cure for my malady. I try to sit still, try to take a breath, give it all away. But I eat the pill, fight to the death, and right here I stay. Stuck in a maze, I'm in as deep as any ocean, like a baby bird flapping away. And up here in my cage, I start to question my devotion, and if the song I sing will ever be okay. A thespian on the edge of the stage has got something to say. Well, it must be nice, he knows he's just got a role to play. I memorize words, I get the laughs. Don't ask me how. I cue the fat lady, mind the gap, then I take a bow. Stuck in a maze, I'm in as deep as any ocean, like a baby bird flapping away. And up here in my cage, I start to question my devotion, and if the song I sing will ever be okay. And I blink my eyes, and I have turned a molehill to a mountain. Confuse the facts with a fantasy. So what the hell? I guess I'll throw a coin into a fountain and call it a prayer for what I can't see, 'cause I can't see. The merry-go-round makes a joyful sound inside my head, but when it's 24/7, I'm far from heaven, in heaven's stead. I'm in as deep as any ocean, just flapping away. I start to question my devotion, and if the song I sing will ever be okay. Stuck in a maze, I'm in as deep as any ocean, like a baby bird flapping away. And up here in my cage, I start to question my devotion, and if the song I sing will ever be okay.
Fantastic. James Harrow, everybody. How about that? There you go. We hang on to that. Get some hardware out of here. Let me give away another book. No, we can't. No, let's set this over here. Thanks for coming out here.
My pleasure.
I
Thanks
know
for having me.
Oh, sure. No, because I know you, it seems like you've seen it all and done it all. And that's why I'm going, wow, you're doing our little show. We're the one who are honored. So thank you very much. First of all, you started playing guitar like most pro musicians when you were a kid, correct?
When I was 10, I started on ukulele.
That's adorable. Ukulele. You played. Now you played at your church, right? Your father was a minister.
My father was a minister. He was actually a missionary at the time when I started, and I'm the youngest of eight. I'm saying. I am 8. I have 7 brothers and sisters. So we would sing together, and I'd be sort of the accompanist, and that's sort of how I learned to.
Okay, so you started young, and you're playing with the family, and then you're the youngest. Did you get all the attention as the young one? Did everyone look? Oh, look at the cute one at the end.
Yes.
That's nice.
In a word, yes. It was kind of that word.
So you're playing to move on to guitar not long after that, I presume.
Yeah.
And then, how do you anybody who can make a living at their art, it fascinates me. And I'm wondering how you made that transition. Because at a certain point, here you are in school, like all kids, you're going to middle school, you're going to high school, and maybe you're thinking about what to do with your life, or maybe you're just, chasing girls and getting high. I don't know what kids do. And then at a certain point, you're thinking, okay, how am I gonna pay the rent here? How am I gonna make some money? Did you start with regular jobs, or did you just go straight into making money playing guitar? How did you make that transition?
Well, right out of high school, I got with a country band actually that was already kind of semi-famous. They'd had a #1 hit, this sort of random #1 hit, and so they were doing all these great sort of gigs. They were doing, I got to do Vegas with them, and Johnny Cash show and the Grand Ole Opry, and all these sort of really cool.
And you were 18.
I was 18, yeah.
That must have been an education.
It was an education. Yeah, I had gone to junior college for like 2 months, and they called, and I was like, okay, I'm out of here, and that was my, that was my college. But there's more. I mean,
Okay.
I decided, after 2 years with them, because I wanted to become, I lived in LA, and I wanted to become. There was all this studio music going on, and I wanted to get established in that. And this wasn't something that was, the band was not. It was fun, then it was, great experience. But I wanted to do different things and get more, get established in LA. So I knew I had to sort of leave that, and at that point, it was like starting. I was painting houses with my brother.
Yeah, I would think so, because a country band traveling around the United States,
Has nothing to do with the LA.
not really,
scene.
no. So you had to start all over.
Yeah.
So, but you made some money.
And I knew some people, but it was a gradual climb, and doing, just sort of saying yes to everything, and
So you're hustling, you're doing the grind.
Yeah.
So you're painting houses when you can, making a few bucks, and then you get a gig here and a gig there. And then this blows me away. You toured with Madonna. And this was in the 80s, right?
yes,
When she was as big as you can imagine. Like she was like Lady Gaga of the decade.
Yeah.
She was huge.
yeah.
So how do you get a gig like that?
Well, it's funny. So I did 2 tours with her, and they both were kind of, I don't know, kind of cosmic, for lack of a better word, because I was touring. I was in Australia touring with Ricky Lee Jones, which was kind of my first sort of big gig, and the so long ago. I checked my machine, and I had a message from a keyboard player that was doing he was already signed up to do the Madonna tour, and he said one of the guitar players that we have isn't going to be able to do the tour. Right? Are you available? And the audition is tomorrow, and I was in Australia for another week, so like, shit, I guess it's not meant to be. So I got back into town, and they called me a few days later and said, the guy that we got didn't work out. Can you come down? And the rest was history.
How nice. After you just finished in Australia.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So then again, like cut to 2 years later, and I had heard that she was putting a new tour together, but they hadn't called me, and I happened to be rehearsing with somebody else at the same studio that they were auditioning guitar players the same day, and I saw the guys in the hallway that were doing the gig. They're like, "Oh, hey, do you want to come play?" And so I did, and I got the gig again. But just
How nice.
total random
Well,
coincidence.
yeah, but
So,
still, it's good to
Yeah.
know people.
yeah.
It pays to know people. So how long are you on tour for Madonna? It's like a year-long tour, or how long is she?
No, it was actually pretty. I think we rehearsed longer than we were out on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The first tour was a month, and it was just the States. Then the second tour was a world tour in '87. I guess it was 2 months. So
2
we were
months?
just, hitting all the biggest, Rome and Tokyo, and New York and LA, and
I did see
those
wow. I have never ever had a job in my life where I said, Joe, your services are badly needed in Rome and Tokyo. That's amazing to me. That's fantastic that you can get that. Now, when you're on stage in one of these, I assume they're these large arenas, like 50,000 seat places.
Yeah, that's a funny story too. Because the first tour she'd already had 2 records. She was pretty big when the first tour happened in '85, and but they didn't really know who was going to show up for some reason. They booked like 2,000 seat auditoriums, and the first show we did I forget, it was in Seattle, I think. It was like Beatles. I mean, they were climbing the walls and screaming, and we couldn't even hear ourselves play.
Really?
So they immediately put it up to like arenas, like 16,000 seat.
Well, I remember when she was. You remember when she was on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
The audience was all Madonna fans. His monologue tanked that night. I remember watching that as a kid. Everything tanked, and he kept saying, "You guys want to see Madonna, don't you?" And they all screamed.
Know your
And then
audience.
they don't remember the guests. Nothing. It was the Madonna show that night. So wow, that's interesting. So my question is, when you're on a large stage like that, like in a 50,000 seat, a giant arena, it seems to me the stage is so large that in between songs, you could like have a conversation with the guy next to you, and no one would know.
Kind of.
Because if it's
Especially
really
the second
small,
tour. I mean, it was really. It was kind of awkward, I thought, because the show was very kind of a big. The first show was much. I mean, the first tour was much less, high it was just much more sort of street, for lack of a better word. It wasn't so produced. But the second show was big production, kind of Vegas thing, we sort of laughed because it was this huge stage, and we just sort of felt like we were the pit band, and the show was going on here, and we're just sort of standing there, and
But you get your moment.
quality problems, right?
Right, but you do get your moment. Isn't there that moment in every
Yeah.
concert where the singer says, "I want to introduce you to the band," and they call out everybody's names? Did you get one of those every night?
No.
What?
not with that tour. But she'd do some shtick. Well, she'd come over to me and
And what, James?
like, well, in the first tour that I was standing doing the solo. There's a picture in People magazine and Penthouse too of her sort of wrapped around my leg. And she's actually, her head is right here. She's singing but it just looks like her head is right in my crotch.
I can't imagine why.
Anyway.
I can't imagine my Madonna would pose for such a photograph. That's shocking. I've seen that photo. I think you had it on your Facebook page.
I did, yes.
And I'm going, wow, that's rock star shit right there.
Rock star shit.
That must. Yeah, no, you must have been walking around with your shirt tail out after a moment like that, going, "Hey, People magazine, I got Madonna crawling on me." That must have been.
It's just ironic because I'm such an introvert. So it's like doing all this like high profile,
So even with the high profile stuff and the screaming fans and all this, you can just show up and focus on the work. You go, well, all the showbiz stuff, that is what it is. But I got some chords to play here. I can't focus on this crap.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So I just want to know a little more about like the day-to-day life on a tour. Do you just kind of stay in your hotel room and read, or you go to the movies, or you're on a bus all day going to the next city, or what's it like?
It depends on the tour. I mean, with the Madonna, well, the second Madonna tour, we had a private jet, which was really great.
Yeah.
And really rare, but that was pretty fun. So it was just us on the jet. But I've done bus tours, and where you play the show, and then you get in the bus and you sleep on the bus, and get to the hotel at 5 a.m.
Oh.
and
Sounds exhausting.
it is exhausting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But I know you get studio gigs here. I know. Is it true that your guitar work can be heard on the bumper music in Friends?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Nice and residuals.
Nice residuals too. Nice easy gig. That's another thing. I've never had a gig in my life where I go to work and then I get a check 3 months later for the same work. That's a nice thing to get residuals.
It's a great,
Well, I just envy your life.
especially a show like that because it's
A big show that's just
it
rerunning.
won't die. That show.
It's the I Love Lucy of that generation.
Yeah.
It's just going to be rerun forever.
Yeah.
So you've also toured, among all the other things, you've toured with Huey Lewis and the News. That's awesome.
Yeah.
To the point where I've heard you just say, "Oh, Huey this, Huey that," like you guys are pals. Is he a good guy?
He's a great guy.
Good. That's what I
And
like to hear.
he's the guy that you meet him and you feel like he's your oldest of friends in a minute into the conversation.
Wow.
So he's just that way with
That's a
everybody.
gift.
So
That's a gift.
Yeah.
And so that must have been fun because you're just like you hang with your buddies and
Yeah.
cool. And
he's
he goes
super,
around the
super
country.
charismatic. What?
He goes around the country also.
He did. He's got some serious ear problems now. So about a year and a half ago, he
Mm.
dropped out of not permanently, hoping that it's called Meniere's disease, hoping that it goes away, but it's really hard for the doctors to say really, how it's gonna
Oh boy,
go. So
that's too bad.
so far,
Well,
good.
we wish him the best.
Yeah.
What now? Before you go back, you're gonna maybe do one more song. If you what do you have any like really wacky story from your touring days that you feel comfortable sharing? Did somebody ever like throw up on stage or something, or get arrested on stage? Did someone ever charge the stage and say, "No, not the star. I want the hot guitar player back there, the introvert"? I mean, has anything like this ever happened that you can?
Actually, the story it's an odd story. That I don't know why this came into my mind, but we were playing in Minneapolis with Madonna and Prince was on the side of the stage, I think, with his father. They were just watching the show, and I was really like, intrigued. And I went up to do my solo, and I slipped because the floor was really slippery from the fog machines, which has this oil in it, so the floors get dangerously slippery. And I slipped and fell on my ass. And that's it. It wasn't that Prince saw me or anything, but that's my memory of that.
It's so interesting the brushes with greatness that we have, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're touring with Madonna. You're pals with Huey Lewis. You fall on your ass in front of Prince, and he didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice. Madonna introduced me backstage to Boy George. That was a good
Boy George.
80s moment.
What was he like?
I just met him. He looked, that exactly like himself.
Just like a
Yeah.
colorful mop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have been. I wish this were a longer interview, but we need the air conditioning badly. So how about can you close it out with one more, and then we'll all
I'd be happy
have a
to.
beer? Thanks a lot, James
Sounds
Hara,
good.
everybody. These bad boys back over here. This. Maybe a little adjusting, but voila.
Sure. Quick retune. This is a song about a feeling that the world wants me to be small and stay small. Competition's fierce. I take a breath, assess the situation. The figures don't add up. I'm keeping track of the plays and the fouls. Something smells like foul play. So get in line. Don't be thinking you're deserving special treatment. But I got your back. Well, maybe keep a little toe in your station. Something to fall back on. And make everything okay. Make everything okay. Make everything okay. And sing your little song. And act like nothing's wrong. I get lost in the gloom when I'm taking in the vast ocean. Virgin birth, the empty tomb. Things that occupy my brain and keep me out of motion. Are you exempt from doubt? Don't you ever look back in regret, ahead with trepidation? Or are they too few to count? You with your eyes on the prize, your final destination, and make everything okay. Make everything okay. Make everything okay. And sing your little song. And act like nothing's wrong. And sing your little song. And act like nothing's wrong.
Woo! James Hara. Nice work. Thanks for coming. How about it? James Hara, everybody. That's the end of our show, almost. Before we thank everybody for coming, there's one more piece of business that we're going to do. That we do the show on Sundays. We can't do it on Mondays because we can't. But we do it on Mondays, and we're not doing it tomorrow, even though it's Monday. But what we're doing tonight, because we can't do it tomorrow, is we're going to celebrate Jerry's birthday. It's his birthday tomorrow, everybody. Jerry, what are you doing? Okay, why don't you come up here for a minute, Jerry? Because What kind of comedians would we be if we didn't roast you?
All right. Sit down.
So if you'd like to sit down, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, your first roaster, our friend Damon Standifer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I first met. Well, we all know that laughter is the best medicine, right? Much more effective than chemotherapy. And so I came to the comedy clinic to deal with an illness in the family. And I learned that Jerry is not only a joke doctor, he's a joke face healer. I tell you, he teaches us. Walk this way. Thing about it is he's taught us all sorts of things. He's taught us that there are several steps to comedy. That comedy has a structure. So really, he's a joke architect, and he teaches us that the number one comedy laughter trigger is surprise, which explained why I would always chuckle a little bit whenever someone unexpectedly died. Now, we're here to wish Jerry a happy birthday. We would put another candle on his birthday cake, but the fire marshal threatened to shut us down. Not only that, we would be unable to, we were going to sing happy birthday to him, but we wouldn't be able to hear above the sound of the smoke alarm. Thank you very much.
Damon.
One more. Of course, not really. We would sing happy birthday to Jerry, and if we did sing happy birthday, it would go something like this. Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno, burn, baby, burn, tear this mother down.
Yeah.
Damon Standifer. Next up, comedian, writer, and DJ Barry Cohen. And we know it's hot and it's late, so we'll keep this.
Yeah, we'll keep it to a minimum. I'm a fat guy. I'll sit down for this. All right. Jerry, I just want to thank you. This man has done so much, not just in comedy, but for people's self-esteem and just people feeling good about themselves. Like I came here a few years ago. I've always wanted to do comedy. And this guy helped me do it. This guy helped me just get up there and do it. I mean, he is Jay Leno's lawyer's worst nightmare. All right. And I'm sitting here and I kind of look like I got the Jay Leno haircut, but I'm not suing you and we're cool. So that's good. He is the Stone Cold Steve Austin of comedy. All right.
Yes.
Not because like he wrestles or anything. He just kind of looks like Stone Cold. If he was a fatter guy, maybe Goldberg, but not as Jewish. So that's Jerry Coley. Thank you. That wasn't a roast, but it's hot in here and we got
Next up, comedian and friend of the show, Dawn Grabowski. You pass that back to her.
So Jerry has changed my life in ways that I can't even describe. And he's a genius at structure and telling people the foundation of comedy. But one thing that a lot of us know about Jerry is he has a tendency to be very, very late to get to every place. So just to give you an example, he was the MC of my show, and I'm very, very grateful. And his call time was between 5:30 and 6. But just so you know, that's I get a text at 7:07. I'm still looking for parking. And the show started at 7:15, and he was the one to kick it off. So I think that Jerry will be late to his own funeral. And the people carrying his remains will probably get stuck in traffic, in LA traffic, and something will happen. And it will probably be something like the swimsuit models get stuck in a traffic jam as they're taking Jerry's body back, Jerry's remains back.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you all.
Next up, friend of the show, guest tonight, and comedian and former student AJ Rivera.
Hi. Well, this is a roast. So let's start. I don't want to be mean, but let's do it. Jerry, you look like Mr. Clean went through that Facebook app that makes you look older. Jerry's also, for those of you who don't know, Jerry's got 5 kids. When asked why so many, he's like, so that he could have a crowd to screen his jokes. When I first met Jerry, he said he's like, yeah, I'm the joke doctor, and which makes sense because an hour later he had his finger up my butt. So yeah, he said it was his finger. But on the real, I was here for 2 years, and this was around the time where I actually got grandfathered. So I remember that doing stand up really did help me in the room. Just to have confidence. So thank you for that. And happy birthday. Thank you.
Comedian, writer, and ringleader tonight. Ringmaster, keeping it real, keeping everything under control, Rochelle Marinus.
Oh, thank you. Jerry. Jerry is a walking oxymoron. Not a regular oxymoron. Because Jerry, you're the nicest guy. I mean, isn't he the nicest guy? And you know, they always say that nice guys finish last, but your wife tells me you never finish last.
Friend of the show and comedian Richard Moss.
Some of you know Jerry's father played a bar owner on the TV show Murphy Brown. Jerry tried to follow in his father's footsteps, but he's just a lazy alcoholic instead.
Comedian and bartender tonight, Terry S.
Terry.
Is she smoking? We're gonna. She's smoking. Comedian and everybody's favorite shark, Jan Williams.
Thanks. When you said it was going to be a roast, I just wanted to say, Jerry, if there was any doubt that you were able to pull people out of their comfort zone, so thank you. Happy birthday.
I think she's done with her cigarette. Writer, comedian, and bartender tonight, Terry S.
We're going to roast Jerry now, right? I was outside smoking, preparing. That's what I do here. I just smoke. Happy birthday, Jerry. I don't know what to say because my mind is whatever. So you're almost my age. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Comedian and other bartender tonight, Sean McCormick.
Oh my. Happy birthday. So about 3 years ago, Jerry impregnated this middle-aged woman, and out came a middle-aged embryo. Me. So, you know, Jerry and I try not to look like each other as much. So we're both trying to grow hair. Except last week I got a Brazilian. Not bad so far, right? That's good. Had so many more. Which one? Oh, so poor Jerry, right? I mean, he's walking up doing all the hard work, and I just get the accolades, right? We're up there doing comedy, and Jerry goes up there and he crushes. He slays the whole place, crushes. So some guy afterwards comes out to me and goes, "Wow, man, what a great set." And I'm like, "That was Jerry, wasn't me." The next week we're here doing.
You say thank you.
I did say thank you. I'm not gonna lie. He's right. I'm not gonna lie. But then a week later, we're here doing the show, whatever, and the whole thing. And the guy comes up to me and goes, "You know, I always wanted to take your lessons and learn about comedy." And I said, "Okay."
So if you want them, I'm down the street.
Yeah. So I said $500 up front, cash, please. But Jerry's awesome. I mean, Jerry. I mean, Jerry's comedy is so deep and so rich. Jerry's very smart. You know, I'm ADD. He's a little more OCD with ADD, I think, but he's really smart. And his comedy is so deep, right? I mean, Rosetta Stone came out and they got a whole little thing now on learning the language of Jerry. It's like 2,000 lessons on learning the language of Jerry. Ancient Mandarin Chinese, you only need 100 lessons. What a bargain. That's a funny joke. My last one is this. I said, you know, Jerry always talks about that, and I'll fuck this up. Just go with me, right? It's the 7 structures of comedy and the 13 laugh triggers and the 15 ways to make this happen with people. I said, no wonder I suck at this. This is math. I came here for comedy. Anyway, happy birthday. Way to go.
Thank you, Sean. Closing it out is yours truly. Is this on? Good. Somebody lost their glasses. Somebody lost their readers. Here, Sean, are these your readers? Somebody, maybe Terry lost them? I don't know.
Jan, for my life.
Jan, okay. I'm the last roaster tonight, and great. Thank you, Sean, for reminding us all that the best way to tell a funny joke is to tell the audience this is a funny joke. Important comedy lesson from Sean McCormick, your bartender tonight. Thank you. Jerry, as we all know, has 5 kids from 3 different baby mamas, and we didn't vote for him. We did not elect him president. Oops. Wrong guy with 5 kids from 3 different baby mamas. This is the last. Can you stand up for a minute, please? I like taking photos with you, Jerry, because the glare from your head is the only thing that makes my head look smaller. Thank you for convincing me that I'm a talk show host, because I'm still not sure. And,
yes, isn't he great?
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Great interviewer.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out and enduring the heat. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, James. James's wife for coming out. Oh, wait, we got one more. He doesn't eat cake. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jerry. Happy birthday to you. Ladies and gentlemen, not only are we doing shots in the foyer, but the cheese now has that nice cardboard patina, which makes it just perfect. Thanks for coming. Next one's August 25th. Good night.